Okay. All right. So it says right here, locate a financial record ledger, which is figure 3-1. So we have here figure 3-1. Okay, 3-1. Um, and it says refer to the step-by-step procedure at the end of the Chapter 3 handbook. So remember we went through to try to find the end of the chapter handbook, and we wrote down certain notes like in the pink book. Okay, so for you all, chapter 4. That's it.
Yeah, we have it. It was
Okay.
on page 73.
Okay, and then those with the pink and white books y'all have where y'all supposed to be at, right? Okay, very good. All right. Now, in addition, figures 3-14 and 10-3 in the handbook for graphic examples of financial accounting records, which are ledgers. Insert the patient's name, address, including zip code in the box. Enter the person's or the patient's personal data. So the ledger lines, you have to insert the data service. Okay. So we have the data service. What's the data service?
324.
Okay.
And I just want to put 2019 to XX.
Okay, very good. That's fine. Okay, what's the next instruction?
The next instruction.
Yeah, what is it telling you to do next?
The reference.
Okay, the reference number.
So and that was a question. Okay, so that was a question.
A
I
question?
didn't fill it in because I wanted to ask a question because when it says like level 3 evaluation, and I have a few questions on that because on the thing when it says the ledger line. Oh, I went too fast.
No, I think
It's okay. Yeah, you went too far.
I think it goes too far. The next one is going to be the address.
Okay.
It's inside the patient's address.
Yeah, patient's. Okay, wait. Hold on. Insert the patient's name, address, include. Okay, enter the patient's personal data.
Personal data.
Okay, so on number 4, we want to insert the data service.
Yes.
So the data service is it 324.19?
Yes.
Okay, because it says so in the scenario should be. Okay, now reference the code number, the CPC code. Check the number and dates of service, posting adjustment, or when insurance is billed. Description of the transaction, charge amounts, payments, adjustments, and running current balance. The posting date is the actual date the transmission is recorded. If the date of service differs from the posting date, list the date of service in the reference and description column. Okay? Note, a good bookkeeping practice is to use a red pen to draw a line across the financial accounting ledger from left to right to indicate the last entry billed to the insurance company. Okay, if you were doing this, and that's the only reason, I'm going to get to you in a minute. That's the only reason you would use red ink on a legal and binding document. So you got to treat this as a legal and binding document. Thank you, ma'am. Now it says here, the scenario is the new patient is Miss Carolyn Waxman.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're talking about when they're saying using a red pen to go across, how, like where?
Okay, so say for instance, if this is 324 where the patient seeing the physician, right? Okay, and let's suppose I haven't read the scenario yet, but let's suppose the money came in April 2nd. Okay, so you want to write on here where it goes instead of the balance. You're going to put under payments that the insurance company paid $50.
Right.
I'm just saying something. And the balance is going to be now $20.92. Okay, so every time another payment is made, you're going to take a red pen and you're going to scratch through that $50.
Okay.
because you already considered that a payment coming in.
Okay.
Those accounts receivable. So when you're receiving money, you're receiving it to the company. Accounts receivable. If you're paying out something, it's accounts payable. You're pushing it out. Make sense?
Yeah, but I was just wondering like about the red line.
Yeah.
I know that's the lingo. So you basically saying on the line where to deal it with.
Okay, so
Like if you were looking in this book where it has.
yeah, okay. Let me give you an example of what I mean by the book. Okay.
Like where would that red line go? Would that red line go where it says
Bill,
R-O?
credential.
Yeah.
See right here on May 30th. Okay, and it's for April 6th to May 15th.
Right.
Bill Procedure Insurance Company. Okay, so you billed them $1,451.
Right.
The return on remittance advice is
980.30.
yeah. So once that's there, at some point as you go down, you got to cross through it to acknowledge that you already received the money.
Okay, so I will cross the line through the first
ROA.
ROA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now.
And then as you go, so this one right here, you gonna leave it because I got to come behind you in case you're not here. I need to come behind you. Anybody that's doing same or similar work that you're doing, I need to know what was the last intake of money. So you see this line here where it says $245.07. We already crossed out $980.30. We crossed that out. Okay, so you put in the 245. That's the last thing that was entered. Do you understand?
Right.
And so so if I get another check, let's just say on this next line after it, another remittance of advice comes in. I don't know, it's $500. Then I'll cross out the 245 because the last entrance or the last money received was $500.
Right.
So you always want to cross out the last transaction of what was received.
Right.
Because I need to know what happened. Does everybody understand that? In accounting, there's checks and balances. There's checks and balances. I can document that I did something, but is it going to equal up what the money that I turned in? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have folks they'll cook the books just to make it look something when it don't. So that's not good. Yeah, it's not good. So a good accounting practice is you always, whenever you turn in a deposit money, you count the money, you write up the deposit slip. I need to sign an initial that I testify that this money is accurate. I'm going to recount your money, okay? And then, I don't know, you can be my director. You're going to recount what I did. I'm not going to take offense because you're going to double check and make sure you did. And then you're going to put your John Hancock initials on there, and then the deposit is made. Why? Because there's a check and a balance. I got to make sure everything stays honest. Okay? There's no cooking of the books. Okay? Because that checking account needs to reflect what's on the paper. Okay? Am I making sense, baby? Okay. Okay,
I'll make some memories from that front there.
Yeah.
We used to take payments of all kinds. Of course, we didn't have all this electronic stuff
Yeah.
going on back then. And baby, at the end of the day, if that book it didn't match the payments, we had to stay there until we did.
Yes.
And the office manager would sign off on it.
Yep.
And then I would put it back in that little Ziploc bag. That little zip bag.
Yeah, the banker's bag.
Zip it up, lock it, and it was locked.
That was
Nobody else get in it once I locked it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And I used to do that. When I was at Memorial Herman, I worked in a home health. I had to count the money. Once I counted it, and list everything that I had to list every check, every money order, every cash from each patient. I don't care how much cash. This person paid $24.99. I gotta write that down. This person paid $50. I gotta write that down. I gotta give account for every cent in dollar.
Yes.
And then once I put it in the banker's bag, I lock it up in the banker's bag and I drop that key. I can't go back. Once I drop that key, that's it. My director has to go in there and get there. I can't. No, it's too late. You should have double checked your work. So it's just that critical, okay? And it's good that you want to do that. All right. Hold on. Let me get a swallow. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is Miss Carolyn Waxman. She lives 4590 Ashton Street, Woodland Hills, XY12345. So, of course, you all know to put her information right here in the middle, right? All right, so I'm going to show you right here. Information go right there in the middle. That's very good. Okay. Her phone number is 555.
340-883.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, then we filled in her work number. We filled in her birthday. Mm-hmm. And her insurance. What insurance did she have? Blue Cross Blue Shield. She had Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, I'm sorry I'm using your paper. Okay, the Blue Cross Blue Shield. I want to make sure that when I'm teaching this, folks know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and you have her policy group number. That's great. So you need that.
That's the 540-113-209.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that's the subscriber number.
The group number is 540XX.
Yeah, her subscriber number. Let me explain the difference between the two.
It said X. I just put a 1 now.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
That's what I thought.
Instead of putting X, if you want to put 1, that's fine.
Yeah.
You think like algebra. So you think X is a variable, but it's still the same thing as a number. I got you. You use 1, that's fine. Okay. Now, let me say this. Subscriber ID. Subscriber ID is the same as policy. Yeah, that too. How you spell policy, y'all?
POLICY.
Policy number. And what was that you just said, Regina? Member ID. Thank you, Steve.
But on this form, it say policy/group number.
Okay, hold on. And then you have group number. Now let me explain. Although it doesn't look like it doesn't mention anything about a group number, but in reality, in the real world, yeah, they're two different ones. So a subscriber number, policy number, or a member ID number indicates the employee who has enrolled, in the program or insurance program. You coming? Hold on. Insurance program with the identifier number. Okay? Now, let me give you an example. Now, and Regina already know. Regina, give me an example. Just give me it doesn't. Just make up one.
527. No, wait a minute. How about Blue Cross Blue Shield? 5JQ.
5JQ.
658A.
8A. Okay?
JQ, it tells you what state.
Mm-hmm.
The next two numbers tell you what's if the JQ tells you what state, and the last three numbers tell you what company is the identifier.
Now, have you ever come across, it used to be where they had 01 for the employee, and this would be the same thing, and it has 02 for the spouse, okay? And then this would be the same thing, and it has 03 for dependent. Okay? Very good. Very, very good. You caught it.
Did you really need to take the class?
Yeah. You know why?
She be knowing everything.
Let me tell you. Because she's meeting her destiny. Everybody in here is meeting destiny. I'm not bragging. That's not it. I know my purpose and my point of why I'm here. I'm not just here because I'm teaching this. I'm here to help redirect you where you're supposed to go. That's my spiritual vocation. My natural vocation, yes, is to teach this, but my spiritual vocation is to help redirect you.
That's right.
She got it. I just need to help redirect her.
That's right.
I need to spearhead her where she's supposed to be, not where you are right now. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, but this is very good. So you understand the sequence and identification in the system of the numbers. When we talk about claims, we're gonna talk about claims, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. The Julian date, the claim number. We're gonna talk about all that. Okay, now they have it like this to tell you what company. Now, let's suppose it's all like this. Let's suppose this says Kroger. I hate to pick on Kroger, but I love Kroger. But I love HEB the best. If y'all want to ever use me for a commercial, let me know. I do it for free groceries. Free groceries. That's all I do it for. Okay, 00129. Okay, that's telling you HEB, right? HEB is Texas wide, right? Okay, so this is HEB in the South region. 00128 HEB in the North region. 00128 or Kroger's rather. 7 is in the what? East region. 00126 is in the what? West region. All in Texas. Does everybody understand that? Why is that significant?
Because the laws are different.
Every region has a different policy. Yeah, it's same, but the population in the South region and what goes on is sicknesses and diseases. That's why we have the ICD-9, ICD-10 book, the CPT book. We have those books because of statistics and population. We have to have those books, right? So if there's a lot more sicknesses going on in the south part of Texas versus the north part of Texas, we need to make sure that the policy is written to cater to those that's in the southern region. Because the folks in the northern region may not need what the southern region is getting. Am I making sense?
Yes. A good example of that is vaccination. For instance, the people closer to the HEB services all of Texas, even in the valley and the lower parts of the region. But their policies will give more money for vaccinations, inoculations, the closer they get to the valley. Right. Because the population, they do not vaccinate their kids. So their policy, if you give them vaccine, like ours is set up to where it's a $30 copay, and that's it. It's a $30 copay and a percentage of whatever services. But some of their policies closer to the valley will let you get your kids inoculated for free. And it's changed that way because they don't inoculate their kids, and they're making it better. As an example, like you said, it's different for that region. And then it even goes further than that because sometimes management have different policies than non-management.
I've been trying to tell my husband and he don't believe me.
Oh,
I wish I could get you on the phone with him right now.
It's the same.
Brother, don't believe me.
But the policies are different. Like, for instance, in management, you might have to pay, a $400 deductible. But for the same insurance that you have, it will cost the layman workers $800 for the same policy. It's different. Some companies group them different. Management have different policies than it does for regular workers. Walmart is like that. But then y'all been under fire. Y'all that they sue management. They say they're inhuman. They said rights have been violated, and they did out, and you asked for it because you wasn't specific. You wanted a policy, we gave you one. You didn't say it had to be the greatest policy. You just said you wanted insurance policy.
Is that a discrimination?
That's not discrimination.
No, that's all fixing to a benefits package. When you go into management, that does happen. It's the same thing. The regular lay people, y'all get normally 2 weeks vacation a year. Management gets 3 or 4.
It's part of their package. Management.
Yeah, part of the package.
But their stress load is higher.
Yes,
So-
their stress load is much higher.
So they,
And then like you all may get 401k. I think those in management they get 501 or a different type of retirement plan. Theirs is set off a little different. So she can I'm so glad I ain't by myself. Thank you, Jesus. Because I sure be trying to tell my husband,
well,
you
just
don't
let your
believe me.
husband look at that video.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
He don't believe me. Well, that's all right. That's why I do what I do and he do what he do. Okay, now, does everybody understand that? I'm glad I'm explaining this the way I have it. Bring this up a little closer. I'm glad I'm explaining this the way I have it on the board because when we get ready to talk about chapter 5, procedure codes, CPT codes, diagnosis codes, and chapter 6, procedure codes, then it's going to all come together and make sense. Because everything is statistics. And it's not hard. Statistics is not hard. It's really not. Okay, now, home phone number, la. Hold on. Okay, so Ms. Wackman was seen on March 24. (2019). Okay. Level 3 evaluation and management office visit. Kim, here's your question. Okay, so a level 3 evaluation and office management. You know what I need to make y'all a copy of the appendix that's in the back of that
There's
workbook.
not a appendix. I was like looking for
Yeah,
the
they
value.
don't have.
And
Yeah.
I couldn't find the value. So I was like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
so
like
what we
everything
did
else-
was we went by the prices on this in the
But
book.
they're not.
Okay.
And we used their level 3, even though it said an OB level 3 MP,
Okay,
we still went on and put 7092.
okay.
And then for the ECG,
Okay.
Put that in.
we went on and we priced it with the EK.
This is what y'all need right back here. And I need to make y'all some copies.
We just used this chart.
That's
This is what y'all need. I'm gonna do this.
I'm in fraud.
You in violation.
I'm in violation. Okay, well I did fraud.
You're
See,
trying to learn it, you're
see,
learning
Miss
wrong.
Harper, see how y'all supposed to be directing me, so I'll do that.
You learn, baby. You learn.
That's why I asked the
Class.
question.
That's why we in class.
Cause I be the next
To
time
learn.
I be fraud.
To learn.
That's right.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna make y'all a copy of this. This has all the fee schedules on here. The make-believe fee schedule so that y'all can.
So it's like mini code.
We did
Yes.
calculate
Like mini code.
everything. So it has the reference codes too that we need.
Mini code.
That's why you shouldn't be blank. You don't.
Look, we the three stooges right here. 1, 2, and 3.
We just trying to be
Okay, so level three, come back to class, Oh my goodness. Okay, so level 3 is normally 9920. Yeah, 203. Okay, sure. Okay, very good. Very good. Hello, Miss Johnson. Hello. Yes. Very good.
See that? Level 3.
Yes.
$70.92.
70.
It is. See,
Okay.
that road.
$70.92. Okay.
It's no fraud.
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes like that.
Okay. Now, you were asking me a question, Kim, and I hope I can
I was basically
explain.
asking, my question was going to be, basically,
What she
with
said.
the, all that goes on one line, level 3 evaluation and management offices, it would be considered two different things as one.
Yeah, evaluation management is one code.
I think
Yeah,
she's
but see,
ahead.
it says, no, it's level 3 evaluation and management office visit. So
Wait a
it's two.
minute.
That's why I'm asking. So it's supposed to be on two different lines? No, if you read her stuff here, it says, what she says,
Okay, evaluation management office visit. Okay.
and
For current year in level 3, evaluation and management office visit. She also received an electrocardiogram.
That's different. The same code.
That's the
Evaluation
same
and
for evaluation and management office.
it's the same code.
oh, evaluation and management
Yeah,
is
it's
the
same
same.
code.
Yeah, it's one code.
It's
Okay,
same
so
code.
that's what I
Exactly
think.
what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, and it's the office visit. So it's all one code.
It's all one
Okay.
code.
Very
I mean,
good.
an EKG is another code. That's a
Another
different
I was
line.
just making sure
Mhm.
those two didn't have to be.
So now the EKG listed in here, but what did they give y'all on the book?
The code is 9300.
9300?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
26.
So 9300.
Right.
3426.
No, I want to know her price, not yours.
Oh, that's the same thing. It's from-
3426.
No.
Okay, what's the price again?
3426.
Okay. Does they have anything else for May 24th?
No,
No.
that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Huh?
All right.
When you-
So I'm gonna give this back to
when you have both
you.
of them together,
There you go. So you can write the next code. Because right here, I'm sorry, give me just a minute. Because right here, okay, you put in the level 3. Now you need to put in that you had an ECG or an EKG, same thing. Okay, now what is it asking me to do next?
you have to add both of them together.
Add both of them together.
That's 10518.
And that's what we billing, Blue Cross
Blue
Blue
Cross.
Shield.
Which we sent
Mhm.
one.
With the reference number of.
10518?
Yes, 10518.
Yeah, 105.
Okay.
Go down 325. So, bill for 3.
When do we send that off? When do we send that bill off? Did it have the date?
Yeah, we sent it out
325.
325,
Okay.
and the reference is for the date of 324,
Yeah.
the day before the visit. That visit day.
Okay.
And then we sent the bill for the 10518.
10518.
Okay.
And we received payment from Blue Cross.
Yeah, we received payment from Blue Cross.
When did you receive payment?
On
325.
on 5.
You said 525?
Well,
Where you get that?
It says payment, the patient.
You said we received the bill when?
It doesn't give you.
We received the bill on 5/15.
Yes.
Not the bill, but the payment.
We received the payment on 5/15/19,
Okay, so 5/15/2019.
and the check number is 433.
Okay, remittance of advice
No.
received.
You're assuming, because it says right here, on May 15th, Blue Cross sent an EOB stating that the patient had previously met her deductible. Okay, pause, period.
On
Check
25.
number wait a minute, check number 433 for $76 was attached to the EOB.
Yeah, the date is 31.
Yeah, so that's, what is that, May 15th?
Yeah, that's May 15th.
That's May 15th.
And
So how much did they receive from on May 15th?
Maybe $76?
How much?
$76.
$76.
$76?
Mhm.
Okay, so the $76 goes right here. Is it 76 even?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 76 even. Okay. And so now we're going to say 76 minus 105. Are we through?
No.
We still have some more?
No.
For
It says
$76
it says
was
$19.
attached.
Wait, it says $19 was indicated to be an adjustment. So you would take the $19 away from the 105.18. That would be your
Okay, so find 15. Wait. So payment, I need to separate it.
But then
So
you
when
gotta
you're
add
adding
it, you gotta add it. Just add it.
So
It's just be made by on May 25th. It's gonna be, you can add it like together, right? And then after you add it together, she'll tell you, you have to take the deduction. Like this
$70. Is it $70 even?
It's $76 even.
76 even.
$76 even. They
Okay.
said check for 76, but $19 was the adjustment. So you adjust it first. For 105.18, you subtract the $19 from it for the contractual adjustment, and then whatever balance you get, you subtract it by the check that you will receive. And if anything left over, it's the patient's copay.
Okay, so basically saying 105.
So the
Okay.
Am I
co-payment
saying it
will
right?
be, the co-payment will be 1080.
$10.18. Am I right? Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? You understand?
No.
Okay. All right. So according to the information in there,
Do you see it now, sweetheart? Let me come show you.
I just wanted to see how you were writing it now.
oh, okay.
With the $76 and the
Okay,
next
so this is how you.
So this is the charge. So you charge right. You gotta erase this. Put it on the charge.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but you have to pull it over here where it says credit. Okay, pull it over here where it says credit.
Oh,
Then,
okay.
after you write them both together, then on the balance side, after you have
Okay.
this is how you balance from 105.18. So you put your balance over here, 105.18, right?
Now,
And then
this is going
they
to
said,
be,
$19 indicated as an adjustment.
this was billed
So you
out
take
March
$19,
25th. So you're gonna write in here, bill to insurance company or bill to
put your
Blue Cross Blue
balance
Shield.
right here.
Do you have it, Andrea?
Like where it says.
Okay. You have it, Danielle?
I didn't know what
Yeah.
Okay. You okay, Francesca?
Right.
Okay.
Whatever that balance
Okay.
is, you should track that.
Okay, very good. So this happened on this day.
$76.
That helps.
It's been all done.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so 7092 needs to be over here.
Because nobody feels it all that. It's done electronically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the EKG was 3426.
Then you put it in.
Okay. Now, this was billed March 25th, right? March 25th.
But now, it's paperless.
All right. I put bill to Blue Cross Blue Shield.
They take you a long way after they put it on paper. They don't have like a filing mechanism, or they don't have an updated sponsor to do that for them. They have no choice to do it on paper and have a ledger, what they call a general ledger.
Okay.
Each patient
And what was
has a general
billed to
ledger.
them
And that's
is going to be
And then, okay,
105.18.
so it'd be 105.
Okay. So 105.18 goes right over here. Okay. Now, the next line is the May 15th.
That's what the
May 15th is the receiving of payment. So now you're gonna put May 15th here. Okay. And you're gonna
So
put
you would.
ROA Blue Cross Blue Shield. And then, money received, that's what you're gonna write on here, money received, or check, whatever the check number is. If it's a check number, then we have.
And then you're gonna put the adjustment
Okay.
right here.
Now, the payment, see this payment right here? We're gonna bring it over here. So now the payment is, they said that it was $76 over here.
Well, I put it
So
on.
put $76 right here,
And this.
okay? And see adjustments? See the word adjustments? That means adjustments. You're gonna put $19 for the adjustment right here. Okay, now, the 105 is gonna bring that all the way over here to the balance. 105.18, all the way over here. You can write it a little bit. Oh, the first. Okay, that's fine. Subtract 19 from this. 19 from 105.18. Okay. How much? 19? $19
Oh, $19.
for 105.
105.18.
It leaves 86. So right here, 86.
And then the leftovers, what patient fix.
Right here. Right, 86. Okay. And then you're gonna subtract the 76. No, 76. 76. Yeah. The paint. You gotta subtract the paint. Right, the 76. Even. Okay, now it's gonna leave a balance of $10.18. Okay. All right, sweet pea. Let me see what you're doing. Give me a minute.
Okay, I have a question. We have
Yeah.
a question back over here.
Okay.
Can you come and show us?
Sure. Give me just a minute. Let me get with Francesca. Let me sit down for a minute. I'll be right there. Okay. All right, sweet pea. All right, so you did that. Okay, so bill to insurance company. Okay.
I just learned it.
So, we have 105.18. 105.18. Okay. Now, return or remittances advice. So it's called money received from Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I'm trying to simplify it. I said, don't be funny. Don't be funny, but don't be
All right, so now, how much did they pay from Blue Cross Blue Shield? There was a check for $76. Because it said it in the instructions, $76. So see where it says payments right here? All right, so you're gonna come down to that first box and put it right there where it says 76. Okay, and then there was an adjustment done on the remittance advice. So see where it says adjustment right here? You're gonna come down in this box and put 19. Yeah, baby, go ahead.
I already know how to do that.
Awesome. Okay, so now,
That's what I understood.
like on the paper on this side of here, you're gonna subtract 105.18 from $19. Or $19 from 105.18
I'm gonna cheat with you. I'm cheating with you.
$19. No,
Okay.
not right there.
Okay.
Look, this is what I did. I put a big old question. I'm like,
All right,
I'm
keep
doing it
going.
right.
But I asked you.
All right.
Every insurance company have what they call a contractual discount rate. Even though they might not pay, like, say for instance, you go for an area. You might not have insurance which means that if you go to the doctor's office, it's a $30 visit, then they offer a $50
Made it to 10 originally, and then you subtract it. But
That's
you don't
right.
want
That's
you have to borrow the one to make it be something to find, right?
right. That's what this
So 5 is now what?
Like, no. Then I lost it. What happened? Your swiper? You're gonna go further. Your sister about 50 years old. Right. Like, you're not gonna. I'm like, this lady just.
I really want to make
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
that's a noun.
Yeah.
That's the adjustment.
Put that down.
But I got to show a record that the payment was made on the patient's account.
I have one of these types of. I have a message right underneath there.
You take care of it. It didn't look like this. It sounds like you longer than that before. It's like 45. Really?
Now, that goes right
He doesn't say which one.
Okay, let me come see what y'all doing back here. What y'all doing? What you doing? What you
Okay, we
doing?
got a question.
Alright.
We're right here, where we have the EOB, for the Blue Cross Blue Shield, you know, for that first payment. You check, are we supposed to have that 105 right here in that balance, maybe, or? You know, because it was only two,
Okay.
so do we put that there, do we put a 105 there, cause like, you know how you see in the book, you tally that,
This
you
is
go,
being billed for that amount. That's
yeah,
correct.
but then I need to put the full, this balance here.
No. This is fine. This is fine. Because this is reading off of this. So how you have to set up. Perfect.
But I'm saying, but like on other ones, like the day, different days, you know, if, like,
Okay, so looking at this, like, this has $70.92 for that data service. This data service is $34.26. And bring it up, that's fine, you want to put it like that.
okay, that's what I'm saying, so would I put the 105, 18 there, and
You put it
you know,
there,
okay,
okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, but other than that,
okay.
But how you have it right here is fine too.
I know.
It makes
I
it more
get
clear.
Okay,
So either way, you can put it like that, that's fine.
But in the workplace,
It'll look like this.
Okay.
yeah, I got something.
but what I'm saying is, if in the workplace, say it was just these two, the O2, and then I build right underneath there. So So I would have left that blank right there and just would have had the 105 bill there. You know, because this two together is 105.
Yeah.
So I would just put myself that blanket and then just put the 105 right there because I'm billing the day after.
Okay. I think what you want to do is keep it simple. Right. Keep it just what it is. If they build it in the office, it's all about how many lines you want to use. It's up to you. I like this a lot better because it's a lot more clear. This one is you have to really study and look at it. But now looking at this, they took this and then and put it on the same line with that. So this makes you assume that okay, this is both an addition to that. Then they went on another different data service and with this
And added it together.
and added it to that, right? I'd rather, and that's fine if you want to do it like this, that's fine. But I prefer this way. You're going to find out some offices or some managers have their preference of how they do it. But as long as it's same or similar to this effect, that makes it right. You can do it like this, but I prefer because if I'm looking at it, I mean, this caught my eye faster than this.
Yeah, because when I was reading this and stuff, I was having to go through the lines, be like, okay, what is that and what's that? And then I figured out what you mean about with that 105, and they just basically add this with that.
Yeah.
But then I did think like, okay, but if we were just to calculate all this down together,
It'll be confusing.
right? Because it would knock some of the things out because they're not actually included in the balance.
Right. Every step has to be accounted. Right. Like you write this, this has to be accounted to this. Right. Give me that. If you write this has to be accounted to this. Give me that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Right. But every step has to be accounted for.
Right.
But the thing I want you to pay attention, look at this data service. April 6th. See, April 6th has 2 procedure codes, right? Then you look at May 10th. May 10th has 8 separate procedure codes by itself. I'd rather if I was your office manager like this, that'll help you see what you're doing. Okay? But this is fine. Either way you want to use it, it's perfectly fine. But you did it right.
Yeah, this is the better way, but I mean, when I saw this, I want to go according to how they do it, not.
But I want you to stay open. I want you to stay open. So you remember, it's not about being verbatim of how to do it.
See, that's the thing. I'm one of those people. If you
I know.
say go 1,
You're
2,
black
3,
and white.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
You're black
But
and
if I
white.
come in and you be like, well, just jump right in, I'm like, but you told me to do 1, 2.
Yeah.
And I used to kick people off.
Yeah.
Because I did. You told me
Yeah.
that.
You're analytical.
No, I'm
You need to study analytical personality. Because I'm serious, because my husband is a chemist for ExxonMobil. And getting through to that brother about some things, he is like to the penny about what it said. If the Bible says this, I said, okay.
Me too.
But Revelation says that it's saying to you this. I never okay. But the Holy Spirit is trying to tell you.
But it said this on
But it's saying this on paper.
Right. And that's me. And it's an argument. It becomes an argument. Like they get frustrated with me. But I'm like, well,
and almost men are
if
like
you don't
that.
want to go 1, 2, 3, don't even give me instructions. You know what I'm saying? We know better without. Don't give me instructions. Just let me free think.
And you know where that root comes from.
My dad told me trust the person's voice to see him. That's what I was raised.
I know. But somewhere when you question things over and over like that, somewhere in your journey of living or your adulthood, your trust has been taken or gone through violence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so you learn not to trust because you trusted a lot before and you found out that people weren't true or things weren't as true as it is. That's why you question. And then you may question 5 or 6 different times, 5 or 6 different ways. That's why you make a good attorney. I told my husband. He'll make a great attorney. They love to read, they love to talk, they love to research everything. They do.
We'll be
And that's
all
not a
night.
bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But at the same time, you have to know when to stop. And I'm not being
Once I understand, I
once
stop.
you understand, yeah. And you just have to like just let it be where it is and marinate. serious. I've learned to stop arguing with my husband over stuff like that. I learned, like, you know what? I'm gonna let the Lord have it.
So we're gonna have a comeback, and it's going to justify what we just said
Yeah,
right before.
because you like to prove and be theoretically right. You need to read the book of Ezekiel. Once you read the book of Ezekiel, you'll understand you. Any other questions? I'm telling you, that's my husband.
Now, this is the way I like to write mine.
Okay.
It's been a long time. That's how.
But am I helping you, love?
Yeah, that is. And see, that the red line would go right there, right? Is that what you're talking about, the red line?
Yeah.
See,
I like
okay,
that.
see?
Look, I don't
You can
care
write
how
it like
much
that,
you
that's
line in
fine.
that book I have to write.
That's
I
what
like
I'm
to write
saying.
it out.
See,
So I can
adjustment.
see it.
Perfect. I like how you did that. Stand the balance. Perfect. I like how you did that. Check number. Perfect. Simple. Simple.
See, that's why I wanted to ask.
Very
I
good.
just like that. I like
Because
it.
and you know why you want to put it like that?
So nobody.
Well, yeah. But God forbid if you get sick or something, you have to leave on emergency. Somebody needs to know how to pick up where you last left off. What did you say, Regina? The show must what? Show must go on, sweetie.
What we say last night.
There you go. You gotta do it. Sweetie, how you have it like this is perfectly fine.
And sometimes you have.
How she has it like this is perfectly fine.
Also, it's always.
Yeah. Remember I just told you that. It's the fact that you have to understand it. But I like clarity.
Okay.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
What you were saying, you have to really, you have to document whatever they do, because sometimes you'll have patients in the law
Because that's what it says.
that'll, like, a patient coming in, and they'll say, well, honey, I know it's gonna be, the co-pay's gonna be like $25 or $30.
Thank you, sir.
So you take
You
this
know,
$30,
man,
put it on the next bill, so when you bring it back to the insurance.
Were you there when she was there?
It's not 30.
I was there too. I know she
Larry.
Really?
Larry just graduated.
Yes.
She's going
She
to
plays volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah, she plays volleyball with my daughter.
Okay.
That's a small world.
Not Southern. Where's she going? Not Dillard. Where's Louisiana?
I know her when I was a president when she was a president.
I
You probably there when I was
Remember y'all said y'all was there together?
We were there. I don't remember. That's my girl.
Ask her about me. She knows me.
Ask about Mr. John. Ask about me, baby.
Okay, I sure will. She's doing very, very well.
Yes, I know.
She's doing very well.
She dated my friend while we were in school.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Talk to her.
It's a small world.
Small world.
She's my friend on Facebook.
I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had our last purview college reunion.
So that's what we changed.
Right before I
That's
had
not
my first
right.
baby.
It might change, it changes.
Wow. Okay.
In this case, it found.
Oh, I wanted to eat so bad. It was at some kind of cafe place off of South Point.
Yes.
Right there by the post office. Cafe 224.
Everything down there. Miss Town
Oh,
area
yeah,
is
it's good. But anyway, I got
You know the turkey leg cafe?
I've been to the turkey leg.
That is overrated.
I see her the line. I see her the line. I don't want to go there. I see the line and
Get us
I'm
some
not
mac
going to go down.
mac and cheese and put it in that oven. And make one up.
I'm not down with the couple. You know what I'm saying? They doing good business. But it's really over.
Oh, I did.
And then they
They
climb
do,
you on the
but you
table.
see, they're making money.
They're making money.
You know, but people thinking it's what it is. Everyone want to go get experience.
Yeah,
You can only go once, but once you go, say, no, I'm not going.
Yeah. Well, I have a best friend. She been there maybe 17. I
She love it.
Twice.
I've been one just to try.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Everybody want to go. I saw the line. Said,
I'm gonna try.
We went for her birthday.
I'm trying stuffed wings tomorrow. The ones that they had on the Our
Okay.
Tide water,
Tide water?
Tier water.
Okay. Well, let me know how that turns out.
Yeah, cause that's.
She
Remember I told
loves
you
it.
yesterday.
38.
About my church, girl. That's
Good.
Southwest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, when it was on the
Southwest. She said. What did you say?
Tier water.
Oh, Tier Western.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said Tide water, that's
We
High
in
Park.
Tide
That's
water.
High Park. That's Tide water, High Park.
Tier Western. You got where do you go? Little girl. Oh yeah, I know that name.
Just all.
And that's in the restaurant.
She go there. Yeah.
Yeah, but he-
It was on the news, everybody saying it's good.
Yes.
So like how you going tomorrow? Me and my daughter, we go.
Compared to what
When I
I
get out.
She just.
Okay, y'all, let's come back to the class. We done got in some food and everything. All right, so are y'all understanding how that works?
Yes. Now we have to
Okay.
understand.
Okay, fantastic. Is there another one that y'all need to understand? Or can I move on to the lecture? I think everything else is pretty much self-explanatory,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't want just filling out the insurance form.
Okay.
That's all.
And we filled out the cards.
Because that's the insurance form.
We're going to break. Okay. Yes.
I turned in my packet already, and you just gave us the value, so you want me to just resubmit?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because I'm going to still give you a good grade. You all right. It's the end of the term test is what's going to count with me. Yeah. I'm giving this to y'all because you all need to have the notes for yourself for a lifetime. So whatever you do, don't throw your notes away.
That's right.
You need to consider giving us that time to open book test.
I am. I've done it before. So
Yes, Lord.
if it's 50 questions, I'm only gonna give you 30 minutes. You should know your notes.
No
Oh,
problem.
man.
You should know your notes.
I'ma know where it's at when I get it.
Okay. You should know your notes.
Sure, the 50 questions, 30 minutes, I can do that.
Oh,
That's what I'm
you
talking
should know your notes.
Okay.
The ones I say ding 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 ding, turn it in, ding 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 ding, that's it. Oh, you thought you were gonna have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, you thought you were gonna have your cake and eat it too.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right, y'all. You know me. I like to have fun.
We gonna be good.
I like to have fun.
Let's just learn it. Let's learn it.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
It's not
Mr.
regret.
John. Absolutely. That's all what you're doing, baby. Don't freak out. Okay. All right, so let's go to chapter 4 in the blue and white book. And in the pink and white book, chapter 3. So let's start off talking about the different insurance plans. I'm gonna leave this up here.
Chapter 3, pink and white,
Yeah, chapter 3, pink and white.
that is on, page 52.
Yes. Okay. And then the blue book, chapter 4. In the blue book. Okay.
Say, 'cause that's where I find
It's
it.
page 52 on the blue book. 52.
All right. So basics of insurance. Let's understand what basics of insurance is all about. You have the commercial insurance, commercial. And you have governmental insurance, okay? There's going to be 2 types. Now, why is Ms. Harper speaking in this language? Because when you get out there and work in the insurance industry or in the hospital or in a doctor's office, you need to understand the language because everything has a language, right? You need to understand the language that they're referring to. So if they say, Danielle, what type of insurance does your patient have? Is it commercial or governmental? You need to understand what the difference is. Then you might say, oh, they have commercial. Okay, well, what kind of commercial insurance is that? Okay, so for example, Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, MetLife. I don't know if it still exists. United Healthcare. What's another one?
Aflac?
No, that's a whole different thing, baby.
Aflac
That's
is not health insurance?
no, that's dealing with reimbursements. That's supplemental.
Oh.
Yeah, that's dealing with something else. But we could talk about that later on.
No, I mean, no, I just basically.
No, you need to know that because in case patients come in there, I got Aflac. Okay, well man, we don't accept the quack in here. I'm sorry. Let me tell you how that work, ma'am. Okay.
Does it work like they say it works in the commercials? Like, I mean, it's you can't use it like, okay, what's your insurance?
Right.
Not like that. No, it's a supplemental plan that goes along with your insurance.
Oh, like
So
a
say
plan.
for instance,
Like Medicare have an AD.
well, now I don't know a whole lot about that, but what I'm saying is, okay, like if I have sick, I can also have Aflac. Okay, so Cigna's gonna pay for all of my medical bills and that kind of stuff. Aflac is there if, say, for instance, I'm down 3 months and I can't pay my household bills. I can't pay my car note, my
Or you can off of work from your illness.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you off work from your illness, out for 3 months because you had surgery or whatever, and you can't pay like your mortgage and your phone bill and car notes.
So Aflac is like
kick in.
a long-term, short-term disability.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that. That's how it works. Perfectly said.
Good to have, but it's good.
And this gets
Yeah.
premiums every month too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And what if something never happens? That's my thing about it.
I know.
I bought insurance already. I know.
I know.
Use it. It's like, okay, that's just a whole bunch of money that you know.
But it's good for just in case.
And that's why I have long term, short term.
We'll talk about that too. Yes, ma'am. We'll talk about that too. Okay, so now governmental insurance. There's Medicare. No, that's yeah. Obamacare they use Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare. They use commercial. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Exactly. Medicare.
TRICARE.
Very good. TRICARE. What's another one?
Medicaid.
We said Medicaid. Champus.
Yeah, forget about that.
Champa.
That used to be good to me.
Okay. Okay. So, those are military insurance. But those are military insurance. So if I say, Danielle, what type of insurance does Mr. John have? And he may have served in the military. And you're going to say, oh, he has governmental insurance. Okay. Which one? And then you're going to tell me, oh, he has TRICARE. Oh, okay, la, 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 la. And then I move on with my business, whatever that is. Do you understand that now? You have to understand the language. Commercial, governmental. Okay? Now, we're going to come over here, talk about it like this. We have the different plans. Okay? Every insurance has a plan and they go according to tiers. Is everybody? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what tiers are. Okay, so HMO is a plan. PPO is a plan. Point of service is a plan. EPO is a plan. Major medical. Yes, indemnity. Okay, all these are different plans. Okay, Cigna. Okay, can give you an example. Cigna can offer an HMO plan. They can offer a PPO plan, a point of EPO. Okay, and that's about it on that one. Yeah. All right, they can offer any one of these. Okay, now, Here's where the education part gets with by HR. Okay, so now HR, your company, again, I'm picking at Kroger's because that's my husband's favorite store. I prefer HEB. Anytime you want to give me a commercial, let me know. Okay, so now, here we go, Kroger's. Now Kroger's they're gonna offer, let's see, we're gonna take HMO, we're gonna have point of service, and that's about it. We're just gonna give you 2 choices. Okay? And we may offer the reform package. Some companies will allow you to go outside. I'm gonna still call it Obamacare. I don't care what anybody say. Obamacare, and it'll be cheaper. Okay, that's what down arrow means, cheaper. Okay, and let's suppose that it's an HMO. Okay, because you can go here, or go outside, and it's cheaper. There's consequences to that. Okay, there's consequences to that. Okay, huh? You got that right. All right, now let's suppose. Now you're probably saying, "Well, Ms. Harper, how do they make these decisions to give us, the employees, what we want?" Okay, you all have to voice and have your meetings. Some companies have town hall meetings. Do y'all ever have town hall meetings? Well, she know what I mean by town hall meetings in the insurance industry, like company meetings before y'all start work, or when it's time for open enrollment. You know, that's the time they need to talk to your HR representatives and say, "Hey."
And the surveys.
And the surveys. That's right. That's the time that you need to voice up and say, y'all need to do better. Y'all need to find us better coverage, better selection, And then you're not complaining. You're telling them what you need. It might cost you a little bit, but you're telling them what you need. All right, so here's Kroger's. Kroger's offers Cigna. They're going to offer to their employees a choice of either HMO or point of service, or you can go outside the company benefits. They give you a waiver and permission to do that, to choose Obamacare. All right. So let's suppose some employees will choose HMO. So HMO is, let's see, for an employee, about a month. I'll just make up something. $150 a month. Employee and spouse is $250 a month. Employee and family, $350. Okay, sound pretty good? Okay, maybe your kids don't hurt or fracture themselves as much. Maybe your kids are healthy. God bless you. Amen. No asthma, no cancer, no none of that. Okay? So this fits your family. You may not need to go to the doctor all the time. Y'all young, fit, and healthy. Your husband is young, fit, and healthy. This fits your budget. All right? Now, let's suppose you got some active kids. You got one kid plays basketball, another kid plays baseball, and your daughter plays volleyball. You got a busy family. Okay, so let's see. EE for this. This is going to be about $250. EE and spouse. This is going to be $350. EE, and EE means employee. EE and family going to be about, let's say, $500. Okay. Now you're like, man, why does it cost so much?
Their copay low.
Huh? Say it again. Their copay is lower, but it may not even have one. Okay. But now, if you got 3 active kids and one of your kids love to jump up in the tree and fall down all the time, thinking it's just just fun, and all of a sudden break his arm, and he's doing it what 2 or 3 times a year. He's breaking this, breaking that, sprung this, sprung that. Okay, you might need a.
That's gonna cause.
They gonna call CPS.
Yeah. No, you just going to have to learn how to keep about that tree so much. So with this, sweetie, you may want to take a look at the point of service here, because the reason why I'm saying, because if they do certain testing, if they find something and they say, well, we need for him to see a specialist. I need for him to see this specialist over here. But you find out, but everybody said that this specialist over here is great. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but he doesn't take Cigna HMO. He takes Cigna point of service. Man. You see what I'm saying? It all depends on the nature and need of the family. Yes, ma'am.
Question, what's the difference between the PPO and the POA?
I'm getting to that point right there in a minute. I'm just explaining this, how this works. But you right ahead of me. I'm coming. You're doing good. Okay, do y'all understand this? Okay, now, let me explain. HMO deal with nothing but copays. That's all you have. Nothing but copays. They deal with capitation. Okay? Now, let's say a family practice doctor. You can see a family practice doctor on the insurance maybe like, I'll just say for example, I don't know, 50 times a year at a $25 copay. So every time you see the doctor, it's 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. Does anybody understand that? 50 times throughout the year. Okay? Now, if it is a specialty doctor, okay, and he also has 50 visits. These are office visits. OB, office visit. OB, office visit. At $25. No, he's going to be a little higher. $35. Yeah, they're a little higher. So 50 times a year. The reason why they cap them out is because the gatekeeper method, and they only seeing patients within a circle of time of care. Okay, so I'm going to explain what that means.
And they also have their own group.
And they also have their own group, their own IPAs. Their own IPAs, exactly. Okay, now, 50 times a year at this, 50 times a year at this. This caps out. If, that's okay. Let's suppose that Billy went to Dr. Smith for cough, fever, and breathing problems. Okay, he's coughing a lot, but yet he's having breathing problems. Okay, so he's seeing his family doctor. Okay, so he saw his family doctor May 1st, 2019. Okay, and then he saw him as a new patient. That's going to be a level 1. What is level 1? 99 what?
99.
Nope. Not 3. So count backwards. 99201. Very good. Very good. 99201.
I guess that. Where would I get that?
I'm just making that up, but I'm gonna teach you that. Okay. I was just seeing right here if y'all caught it. Yeah, the family practice doctor. Yeah, Dr. Smith.
Is that because that's the first time he's going to that doctor?
That's the first time he's going to see Dr. Smith. This is the first time.
Codes that you use, like for level of care, like the first visit, the second, especially in the EC. In the emergency center. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm interested.
Okay, now listen. New patient 99201. Now, let's suppose he say, okay, I need you to come back and see me on the 10th or whatever, a week from now. Okay? So now this is a follow-up, not a bad word. FU like this means follow-up. It's not a bad word.
I thought that was blue. I thought that was the L.
No.
It's F/U. Oh.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. All right. Now, this patient, so now it's going to be a 99, I don't know, 202. Okay. All right. And let's suppose he says, he comes back and he says, Doc, I'm still having the same problem. I'm still having the same exact problem. I don't know. I don't know what to do, and I'm feeling worse, and I'm having a hard time breathing. I feel like an elephant is sitting on my chest. All this here stuff. And now he's going to run a little bit of tests. He's going to do some labs. So 9-9, he's going to spend a little bit more time with this patient. He's going to do a level 4. So a level 4 is going to be a little bit more costly. He's going to do some labs. So that's going to be an 88,000 code. And he's going to also do a chest x-ray. That's going to be a 90. Yeah, sputum. You got it. Absolutely. Sputum culture where he's spitting. Yeah. And he's going to do a CBC and some other stuff to check and see what's going on in his blood beyond the sputum count, culture. Okay. Now, we have all this. The doctor see this, and the guy, he's left his office for the third time, and he's like, I don't want to have you to come back and see me for the third time, for the fourth time. I want to refer you out to a specialist. Okay? Now, the specialist is going to see him, I don't know, June 5th. Okay? And again, he's going to see him as a new patient.
But with the HMO, you have to go through your family doctor.
You got to go. That's right.
You can't just go straight to a specialist with HMO, right?
Right.
But with a PPO or POS, you have free options to go to anybody in network, right?
That's in network or out of network.
Or out of network, okay.
Now, what was your say?
I said not always.
Okay.
Sometimes depending on the type of plan you have, you can go to your primary care, but if you want to go to a specialist, sometimes your plan will allow you to go to a specialist without your primary care referral.
Even
That's
though
true.
HMO?
Yes, it depends on what type of HMO plan.
I've never seen an HMO that lets you do that. That's not an HMO. Because the HMO is strictly within the network and the referral.
Check it out.
Check it example. Give me an example.
Oh, Lord, this is work.
Give me an example of insurance company that does that.
I just told you, check it. I'm telling you, yes. I have had Emma for years.
Maybe there's a
2 years
special
ago.
carve out.
And that's what I was going to say. It depends on the type of plans that your company has carved out for you. Because like when I call Cigna, even now, they quickly send me over to somewhere else. Just like when I worked for Aetna, we had certain companies when they would call us. If I was on the regular teams, we could take their calls.
Mm-hmm.
But if that caller said to me, "Oh, I work for," I don't know, Halliburton or somebody. Okay, automatically, as a customer service rep, I knew to transfer that call into the team of people that handled their company. Because
But
they
see, you
had
have to carve out because it's like Halliburton and Exxon. They
But
have
that's what I'm
carve out.
saying. Your company
But the
may have
basic
carved out
HMO
different.
companies, they don't have that.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still Aetna, but they're offering that particular company.
But it's
different.
just a carve out for those particular companies,
Right.
but it's not.
But that's what I'm
standard.
saying. It can't happen.
Right. Y'all both saying the same thing.
Yeah,
You're both saying the same thing.
But it's a carve out that
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because certain
So
policies.
with the region you live in, they'll allow it.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because certain policies can be written according to how Kroger's want it to be written.
That's it.
And so if that's the case, then that's what Halliburton, for example, that's what they did for their people.
Right.
Okay. But as a golden rule, it's not supposed to be that way for
Right.
HMO.
Right. Most, but I can't, I mean, I couldn't agree with what she said wholeheartedly because she said no HMO, that's not true. It just depends on the company and what they have carved
And
out.
I can understand and respect that too. And you're
I
right.
can respect that also, but I do know as a rule, it has to be one of those companies that it's not a carve out, but it's more like an agreement.
Right.
Yes.
That
Is
they
that
allow that
agreement that they
certain
allow
things. Right.
that company to see these particular specials.
Right.
Because an HMO, they will get into so much trouble if
Yeah.
you arbitrarily pick that.
That's
all I'm
right.
saying.
And the HMOs have to, the specialists have to be within the plan. You can't go to a outside doctor, like a specialist that's not
Because I
within
know Exxon Mobil have offered an HMO, but if some of the employees complain of, say like for instance, being claustrophobic, the ones that work on the rigs, if they complain of being claustrophobic, or they complain of any kind of psych-related illness, even though they're HMO, they can go see that specialist that's on that
on the
plan.
plan. Right.
That's on that plan.
Right.
But I'm
They
just
can't
saying,
go
as a
outside
general
of it.
rule,
Yeah.
I know for a general rule with the HMO, they cannot do that
Yeah.
unless it's
The regular ones. Yeah.
There you go.
And that's what I'm
But you
saying.
wanted to add to the
Right.
fact that there are
Right.
some HMOs
Yes.
that are an exception to the rule. I got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. So you both were right.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
You both were right.
Both.
Very good, ladies. Very good. Okay, now, here's my point. So he's seeing Dr. Smith, so now he's seeing the specialist, Dr. I don't know, Jones. Okay. And he's seeing him as a new patient, so this is a new patient. This is going to be 99201, and he's going to have a follow-up with him on the 17th. Okay? Now, why is Ms. Harper bringing this up? I'm glad you asked. If that patient still have the same signs and symptoms, and they're going to that doctor, and they're going to them for the fourth or fifth time, this is where HEDIS comes in. HEDIS may come in and evaluate, analyze their chart, say, this person is coming in to see this doctor for the same issue. How come has this not been resolved? Y'all done this and this. How come y'all didn't refer? It should be documented in the notes that after so many visits that they're seeing a specialist. Do y'all get that? If the doctor is not referring after the visit, hold on, I'm almost done. Give me a minute. If he's not referring out, then he's not utilizing the specialty of care or the continuity of care properly. He's not doing that. So now, in some sense, he's abusing. Well, no, it'd be abusing. He's abusing. He'll be abusing because he's milking it. He's milking it. You know, instead of just. But I'm in internal medicine. I'm family practice. Okay, you're milking it, but somewhere in those 3 visits, you should have referred him. You are milking him.
Exactly.
You're milking the system. Everybody understand what I mean by milking?
Yes.
Taking advantage.
Taking advantage.
Yeah.
You having him coming here for the 4th, 5th, 6th time for the same thing.
Let me tell you, I will tell you about 2 things. Well, one is, I mean, you need to know what, like, your own benefits and know yourself. Because after 2 visits, if you're not well and you haven't got better and you keep getting worse, I'd have been to pick up the phone and said, hey, you need to give me a referral to go to a specialist.
Yes.
Now, PD, my child's PD, I have a child with asthma. And we went through that with his pediatrician. I loved her to death. But let me tell you something. My sister said to me, my sister is a pediatric nurse. Okay? she looked at me one day because her daughter has asthma as well, and she said, "Stop going to her because every time the weather changed in Houston, I was either in the EMR with that child or I was in her doctor's office, depending on what they."
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, but she wouldn't give me. I didn't know about. I didn't know that he may have needed to go to a pulmonologist.
Yeah.
That wasn't in my mind. I'm taking him to the PD thinking.
Because you trust in the PD.
Right. She's doing what she can do for him.
Right.
Okay? She shut him down. He had a fit because he was a little league football player, best running back on the team. So guess what? He wouldn't be able to play football because he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
He would be so mad. So finally, my sister said to me, "Listen, call the office. You tell them you want a referral." Because back then I had a regular HMO because I wasn't with the county and under them, specialty people. She said, "Call that office and you tell that manager that you want a referral to a pulmonologist." She said, "You let them know you are not coming in there now one more time behind asthma. That makes no sense for this child to keep going through this." That doctor didn't know nothing about it. The lady gave me a referral. I went to the pulmonologist. She put him on preventive meds. Done. Child played every sport in the world. And to this day, he's now 26. Asthma attacks we don't even see him.
Praise God.
Hello.
Praise God. But do you see what I'm saying? Had you not had your sister, they were milking it. See, let me explain, Kim. When it's abuse, you know what you're doing.
You getting them.
It's just like I'm a dog lover. I have 2 dogs. So if I use this here from Peter, it's just like when you kicking your dog, when you beating your dog, what you're doing, right? But yet and still you taking care of that dog and you taking advantage of the fact that when I walking in the park and stuff, it's cute, everybody paying attention. But you gonna kick and beat him when he get home. And then I'm gonna go out in public and just pretend like, I'm gonna kick and beat him when he get home. That's abuse. Do you see what I'm saying? You milking him for his talent and his beauty. But when he get home, he's like this with you. When he's with everybody else, he's just open and friendly and probably subliminally telling you, save me, like that. That's what I mean by abuse. So in this regard, the doctor probably knew, or she probably had an inclination. Remember I said, was it this class? I said, follow your gut. It was this class? Okay. When I say follow your gut. And that doctor probably knew, hey, sometimes doctors get into pride. They don't want to be found out. I should have just referred them out. It's not about that. It's just all about saying, I need to refer to somebody who specializes in pinpoints more better than me. I can only do within my realm. It's called scope. You can only do what you know how to do in your scope. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what I mean by that. So the Dr. Smith knew. He just went on and sent this person. This person finally got better. And then he's coming back and said, Doc, I'm doing a heck of a lot better. Thank you so much. And every time for you billers, for you folks that work in these doctor's offices, and some of y'all going to be practice managers, y'all going to be running the show. When you get through learning everything, you got to learn the front office as well as the back office. Then you want to be into management, because you got to know the whole circle. You got to know the whole circle of life. Now, listen. He needs to send a letter to the PCP. Why?
To basically for
To get
you to
extra
be
people.
paid.
No, well, H&P. But why is that letter important? Why is that letter important about Billy? That he treated Billy at this date of service, and then Billy came back. Why is it, even after the first day of service, let's say the first day of service, he's sending a letter to Dr. Smith to talk about Billy. Why is it important that Dr. Jones sent a letter for his visit?
It's like so.
Kind of a letter of intent. What do you say?
I think for patient records.
For patient records, perfectly
And
said.
for him to get paid.
Well, not so much. It's, remember, continuity of care. It's continuous of care. Because he needs to know what's going on with his patient.
Because he's gonna naturally come back to him because he's the primary care physician.
Yes.
He's letting them know what he found that he didn't find, and he referred him.
Yes.
In case it were to happen again.
Because the insurance company will call and have contact with the doctor on the continuity of care.
Yes. Yes. But there needs to be a letter to say, we're sorry, thank you for sending your patient Billy to me. I treated him for blah, blah, blah. Based on the notes and the findings, he's doing A-okay, blah, blah, blah. If you need anything else, please feel free to contact me. Thank you again for referring your patients to me. Now, what did the doctor do twice in a letter?
Thank them.
Thank him and what? Referral. So he's telling him, thank you for the referrals, and what? He's sending me some out.
Now, will the specialist tell the PCP what they did? What they found out on the patient?
Yeah,
Is that without the patient consent? The patient have to authorize the specialist? Do the patient have to authorize the specialist to send the medical records back to PCP?
Right. But all that is part of that letter. When the patient, okay, when you all come see any doctor, and y'all have all them 15 sheets of paper.
Yeah, that's like HIPAA. The HIPAA violation.
Did a HIPAA disclosure?
Yeah.
Do you give me permission to send records to to your insurance company in case they need it? Do you give me permission to send to the insurance company in case they need it, or to another facility in case they need it? Yeah, they're gonna make you put your name up here, your birthday, your address, and all you're gonna do is sign it. But don't put a date on it, because I can reuse that same sheet over and over.
For different days.
For a different day, for a different reason.
But just a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that patient went to the specialist, and when he's filling it, he said, don't share my medical record. Nobody. Can the specialist send it back to PCP?
He's not gonna
But
send
why
that.
wouldn't they
Wait,
want
wait, wait.
him to?
He's not gonna send that because if he's in the doctor's office and the doctor is gonna give him a referral, the whole purpose of referral is the continual of care is referring it to another physician to aid in the total care of the patient. So he's not
But don't have a choice.
But it's a, how can I put it, a blanket assumption that when a referral is sent, when a patient is sent out on an authorization number or on a referral to see a specialist, all that comes with the territory. You can't stop that. That's business. It's business. And so that gives them the legitimate right to see that much. But now if there's anything outside of that letter, then that PCP needs to fill out a proper ROI, request of information form, release of information form. Does that make sense? But the letter should say it all. If they want, and if it's going, I mean, am I making sense, baby?
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. If you're doing requests of medical records from one doctor to another doctor, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free. Oh, I done spit my clothes. Sorry. I got that at Walmart. I don't care. Hey. I like some of these stuff. I ain't gonna lie. They do. It should be free. Because I've had an endocrinologist and she referred me to a kidney doctor upstairs. I filled out a form and Francesca, she gonna tell me I need to pay for my notes to send to the nephrologist upstairs. I said, ma'am, that's not correct. Yes, it is. No, it's not. He said, okay, here's my business card. Let's have a conversation. I said, it's not. Now, if I wanted, and I want to walk out the office with those papers in my hand, then yes, I would have to pay for it. But since it's going from one doctor office to another doctor office, and oh my God, it's just going 2 floors up. Why are you tripping? Just send it to them, fax it. They ain't asking you for the whole 50-sheet file. They just want the last office visit, last labs. You get what I'm saying? And I got, you want me to pay for that? The devil is a lie. I didn't pay for that. Okay? So I'm just telling y'all, no. Now, if the patient wanted for their personal self, then you charge them.
Is that fraud? Because they're taking money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that's fraud.
Wait, hold up. They're taking money from
Yeah,
So
like
the
if they
regular-
want to charge her for it and it's just going from doctor to doctor, that's fraud
You
because they're
can't pick it
taking
up.
money.
The thing is, you have to pay for it to pick it up.
Right, but she's not.
But,
They
but,
just
but
go from
look at
doctor to
it this
doctor.
way. Look at it. If the person in the front office doesn't know,
Yes,
okay, because he has to know to commit fraud.
yes.
Okay, if the person in the front office doesn't know, he's giving you wrong information.
That's what she gave her a business card.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So can you consider it a fraud when what you're trying to tell them, you're wrong? I'm not.
She's committing fraud, but based on my judgment and looking at her gestures on her face, her body language told me she knew better. She's milking it,
Okay.
That's right.
fraud.
and she thought I didn't know.
Yeah, that's fraud.
Okay, but because I had to tell her who I was and what I do, she had to stop it. Yeah. Oh, she shut down. She's no longer in business. I don't know what happened, but
God don't like ugly.
she was a good doctor. I loved her.
But she had ugly ways doing that.
Yeah. But anyways.
God don't like ugly.
Well, yeah. She's not practicing no more, so I had a hard time finding me another
Did
endocrinologist.
she retire?
Yeah, she retired.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably forcefully.
Mhm.
Keep
She was
trying to
old?
sound
Uh,
up.
Yeah.
okay.
Not that old, but she's gone through some personal health challenges.
Okay.
But
You can practice.
the culture that she's a part of love money. They love money.
Which culture doesn't love you?
Well, I'm being friendly about that. But they do. They do.
Who doesn't love money?
Yeah, this is true.
And make money.
But yeah, he was tight about that money. Her husband was the manager. He was tight about that money. Oh yeah, he was tight about that money. And I think she wasn't married to him an awfully long time. And I've known lady physicians that marry men who either take advantage, no pun intended on you, or
It's okay.
okay, they either take advantage or they tight on every dime that comes in. They tight on every dime, which I'm okay with that. But there's a balance to it too.
That
You
is
should
true.
be putting a dime in it.
That is true.
Yeah, there's a balance. There's a balance to everything. And that's Proverbs 11.
That is true.
Proverbs 11:1 tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, but what was my thing? Okay, so the letter of intent or the letter to say thank you for sending your patient, thank you for thinking of us. Billy was this. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And thank you for referring any other patient in the future. We appreciate your business. That doctor is doing marketing at the same time. He's informing you and doing marketing at the same time.
Network. Beautiful.
Network.
It's not more.
Amen.
It's both.
That's fine. It's a beautiful thing. That's right.
But, I have some friends, doctors, all right? Because
Yes.
They have some patients, cash paying patients,
Mm-hmm.
and insurance patients.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when they come from overseas,
Mm-hmm.
they're paying cash.
Yes.
So, they refer them to the doctors, medical center, like colonoscopy and all that,
Oh yeah.
So they have, they apply, they first, the PC, they come from abroad, they go to the PCP.
Yes.
So the PCP collects the money,
Yes.
even for the medical center, all that.
Yes, sir.
Then the PCP have plan with the doctor medical center,
Yes.
charging him like colonoscopy, the government pays like $250. That's how much insurance pays. Then the PCP charges them like $700. They come to his office, does some tests, then refers them to the medical center, to the colonoscopy. Then the PCP pays the doctor directly. The patient doesn't pay. He doesn't get involved with the money. He just pays the whole amount with the PCP.
Yes.
Then the PCP pays the rest to the hospital and to the doctor that does.
They
So
have
he-
some, they have some.
They divide it. So from there, the doctor at the medical center makes more money
Yes.
because insurance only pays $250, but they charge $500 for the cash paying patient.
Well,
Yes.
that's because it's a package deal. When those patients come from out of the country,
Yes.
they'll come in and pay a set price.
Yes.
Especially they are really prevalent in doing it, like at Methodist. I know
Yes.
Methodist does it,
Yes.
and at Baylor we do it also. You
It's
go
a big
to-
market.
You go to primary care. You go to a primary care physician. You pay something like $1,400-1,500.
Yes.
You get your exam. You get your golf. You get an EKG.
It's called executive medical
Yeah,
care. It's
EKG,
executive, yeah.
colonoscopy, you get an EKG, colonoscopy, chest x-ray, EKG.
Yes.
You get all of that read.
Yeah.
You get a CBC.
Yeah.
The CBC, I think, is a H&H, and you get something else. But these are all tests, that tells you primarily
Yeah.
what
Your
health, your history is,
Yeah.
your health problem.
Yeah.
And you get also the compilation. They'll tell you the results of the test as well. But that's something that's worked out with the physicians at the hospital. And yeah, you're right. They make more money.
Okay, it's a
And
big
it's not
market.
fraud.
It is a very
It's a
big
big
market.
market now because of the insurance company giving all the headache. Most doctors open just cash. Come on.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
I've had one doctor I wanted to go see, and she would not take any.
No insurance.
Some surgeons. I mean, I wanted to see a breast surgeon. No insurance. Cash only. I'm like,
It's a big
I
market.
mean, when people come out with $14,000-15,000.
It's a big market. I mean, mostly people from Saudi Arabia, Africa, they come in with cash to,
Don't you wonder where that cash comes from? Like, how do you get that over?
But it's over there, it's a cash economy. Over there, it's a cash
Because
economy.
our money is not backed by nothing.
No, see,
And theirs is backed by gold.
no. Over there, it's cash economy.
Yeah.
Everybody pays cash.
Everybody pays cash over
Everybody,
there.
they don't have credit.
They don't have credit.
They don't have credit and they don't do insurance. But that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. Y'all enjoy yourself. Okay. Very good. Thank y'all. Huh?
They gave me a lot.
They gave you a lot of information?
Yeah, because I ain't know all this.
Okay. Now, this is how it works. So you have to know that if a person comes in 3 times, you may need to even say, maybe I can call your insurance and see if they'll let you go to a specialist sometimes as a financial counselor, insurance. You may want to kind of peek that in a little bit, say it in so many words or whatever. But just be aware that sometimes you can say some things trying to be helpful. They'll go and tell the doctor and he'll come back like, well, but if that's not it, it's just you trying to help the doctor, but at the same time you're helping him too. You know what I'm saying? All right. So moving right along. So can I erase this?
Hold on.
Okay. John gonna take a picture.
I got it already.
Oh, you got it already, John?
It's 20 minutes.
I didn't want to take a picture.
It's 20 to 9? Oh my God. Okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up real fast.
You know, they do what you talking about. They do that with people trying to come over to have babies.
Baby,
Yes, they do.
Yes,
That's the number
yes.
one rapid
That's
fear.
number one.
Number
Hey,
one.
they charge close to
Well, I just want
$20,000
everybody, come on,
for
give me a
baby. They charge
I
close to
got a nice
$20,000.
soft
You
pillow
gotta
top
send
all
something
day.
on our website.
All right. HMO. All right, so we do talk about HMO, right? So let's talk about PPO.
Right?
PPO means preferred provider organization. Okay, and y'all know HMO. HMO means health maintenance. I hope I spelled it right. Organization. Okay, that's what that means. PPO have what you call in-network and out-network. Okay, right. Now, sometimes these may have co-pays. Okay, now the in-network copay is going to be $20. Our network is going to be $40 or $50. Yeah. Okay. Now, some things like ancillary services. The ancillary services are like echocardiogram, X-ray, mammogram,
What about EKG?
EKG, things like that, on and on and on. These may require a deductible. Okay? Now, that deductible, coming over here, a deductible has to be met first.
For any of the fees are paid for.
Right.
So that's the difference.
In order for the insurance company, to pay their part. Okay? So now let me give you an example about what I mean. Now sit down for a minute. Okay. Let's say, for example, so let's say, for example, the deductible is, I don't know, give me $1,500. Okay.
But your premium, this one, your premium is like high.
Okay. And you have an 80-20 plan. Okay, so let me explain what 80-20 plan is for folks that don't know. 80-20 is saying once the deductible is met, the insurance company is going to pay 80%. The patient responsibility is 20%. Altogether, this makes 100% of payment. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so now if I say that the insurance, I don't know, their policy plan may say 90-10. This is the insurance payment. This is the patient's responsibility of payment. 90%. All the patient pays for that visit is 10% of the charges. Does everybody understand that? If the plan is 70-30, it's the same thing. Does everybody understand that? Okay? It's always the larger number that's going to be the insurance's responsibility. The smaller number will always be the patient's responsibility. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so 80-20 plan. Now, the out-of-pocket, the OOP. Somebody give me a number.
Maximum out of pocket at the end of the year might be $4,000.
Okay, 4,000. Okay, and then once that's paid for, if 4,000 is met before the end of the year, like mine,
Everything else is free.
there you go.
Okay, now what if? Okay, no. Wait. Okay, what if that's? What if that right there? It happens after the cap.
Okay, we're talking about PPO.
Yeah, PPO.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, wait, I'm following you. What cap, baby?
Not cap. I used the wrong word. OOP.
Okay, so if it's reached, the 20% has to accrue. It has to be 20% over a period of time for it to add up to be $4,000. If it adds up to be $4,000, then that patient is no longer responsible for 20%. They just ride on in every time. See the doctor, come out. See the doctor, come
Okay,
out.
so by 6 months, if you didn't make the 4,000, your OP, I don't care if you had to have an open heart surgery next month, it's paid for. You don't pay for nothing.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yes, ma'am. You got it. And even when you say the word cap, I knew what you meant, but it was for HMO. Yeah.
They cap it
I
at
was
$1 million.
talking
I
about
think they cap it. Most insurance cap it at $1 million, right?
Yeah, that's called lifetime maximum. Mm-hmm. I'm going right there. You jumping right ahead of me. So then now you have 100% paid. Now every person that have insurance has a typical 1 million lifetime maximum. Okay. Have y'all seen? Did I ask y'all this, or was it another class? John Q.
Yeah.
I asked y'all that. The movie.
Yeah. Denzel Washington.
Okay. Cindy, have you seen it? No? Have you seen it? Okay. Andrea, have you seen it? You seen it? Okay. So that to me is like a perfect example of lifetime maximum. Okay. They did not offer those coal miners very good insurance because I guess they just didn't expect them to get sick, and they didn't expect their family members to get sick. But, huh?
I'm still working in the coal mine that it's like we get sick.
I know.
I didn't think the coal mine was going to get them sick.
Well, that, and then there's money, and then there's greed, and then you're not thinking
Just like
about everything.
The stuff from the Twin Towers, when they burned, a lot of those firemen and stuff right now, all of them have cancer right now.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So you don't ever think that you're going and working somewhere that's going to kill you later on.
Yeah.
They do.
Everything.
That's why they went to Congress to fight for it.
That's right. That's right. But now coming back to the lifetime maximum. So do you understand now, Kim? When 20%, I'm constantly paying out 20% out of my pocket. When that 20% out of my pocket meets to be $4,000, I no longer pay. The insurance pays 100% of everything. All I do is go in, come out. Go in, come out. Does that make sense?
But then
Now,
once I've made my million cap, lifetime cap, that means I don't pay for nothing ever again in life.
no, nope, 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 nope. Let me tell you. No, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so let's talk about John Q. So and let's use this example. So the son was real sick, and he used up his 20%, and his $4,000 out of pocket is met. His parents no longer have to pay. The insurance company would now pay at 100%, right? Okay, so now they said, God, he's getting worse. Oh my God, my child has to have open heart surgery. Okay, so we've already within this $1 million. Let's say that we use 50,000 of the 1 million. Okay, we use 50,000 of that 1 million. So now it leaves us technically $950,000. And this goes every year. Your lifetime maximum renews every year.
Oh, that's how they get you.
It renews that's how they get you. It renews every year.
So
Okay.
every year it turns to 1 million.
Every
Or
year
they
it's $1
deduct
million.
whatever you.
Yes. So say like their son in the movie, he got real sick. Okay, he has congestive heart failure. He needs a heart transplant. He was in CCU. He was in the hospital, in and out the hospital, like, I don't know, every 2 weeks. Okay? And all of his care has now accrued up to $850,000. Well, I'm just gonna write like this. $850,000. Okay? That includes the $50,000 just for the office visit care. Okay? Surgery is very expensive. We're gonna talk about DRGs in a little bit too. When I get to it, we're gonna talk about diagnosis related groupings. Okay, now $850 for $1 million. How much does that leave? $150. So he has $150,000 for the insurance to cover for care. And let's suppose this child had all this done, and it ain't but June. It ain't but June. We got another 6 months to go before the year is out. So let's suppose that 150,000 is now used up. What happens to this? Well, yeah, that too. It's exhausted. The $1 million lifetime max has been maxed out.
So you must die now.
You don't have to die.
You pray to God.
You pray to God for a miracle. You pray to God that somebody that, maybe you want to do a news blast and say, hey, and this
Expose them.
child, and if somebody want to help us, sometimes those kind of things do happen. And people that don't know, that find out and know through the news, will say, hey, I'm gonna go and slide out 200,000. But what's up?
I don't slide out that much. I get $25. Did I come forward?
I'm talking about old money. Old money gonna slide out $200,000 and think nothing
That's
of it.
right.
Old money.
Yes, people do that. I mean,
Yeah.
if they want $1 billion, what is 200,000?
200,000 ain't nothing but a dollar bill to you.
Nothing. Come on.
Especially if you're a billionaire, it ain't nothing but a dollar to you.
What's 200,000? It's chicken change.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it's been exhausted. So what are we gonna do we'll call him Noah. What are we gonna do about Noah? What are we gonna do? We're gonna give him a name, Noah. What are we gonna do about Noah?
Pray for him.
Well, yeah, we're gonna pray for Noah.
We're gonna
Okay.
hold the hospital hostage until the doctor.
Exactly. I'm gonna put the hospital on hostage. Ain't nobody going home.
Call Marvin Zilla.
Call Marvin Zilla.
I know.
Well, yeah,
Wake him up.
Get up, man. Hey. I need you to get up. And come see about us. Get up.
But I
Just
know the
kidding.
solution. I know technically
Okay, what's the solution?
what's gonna happen is back.
Do you want me to put this on here or no?
Well, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I know that this is what they do now.
Oh, okay.
But back in the day, they had this thing called dumping. Dumping is when the patients have met the maximum out of pocket and expense, and they maximum lifetime. Usually, these are patients that are critically cared. They're elderly people who have had critical conditions for years, and then they get have an MI, and they make it, but it's deprivation, brain dead, it's deprivation. What is it? Brain encephalitis sets in, neuropathy, sepsis, all these things. So the patient is basically a vegetable. And because they have met their maximum, the hospital technically cannot, they can't transfer. Most hospitals will want to get them out. They call it dumping, which means that when a patient gets to that point, if it was a state insurance that they had, like Medicare and Medicaid, they would dump it to a state institution, a state hospital, or a state nursing home.
Oh, is that like the place that's on McGregor?
I don't know about that.
They had like a rehabilitation center or something.
It'd be like
Mc-
HCCS.
You mean like not
No, it
Riverside?
was like a 2-story building right there out
Is
in
it white
McGregor.
building?
Quentin Meese?
I think it was from Ben Thompson. My brother had his skull got busted. And so when he was at the hospital, they did so much there, and I guess for
Tier?
the rehabilitation, they sent him to that
That's
place
here.
on McGregor.
No, Tier's not on McGregor. Tier is on the,
Behind.
Because it was right there on the right, like once, because you were banking them right there.
They was all
Right down the
Okay, that may be Quentin Meese
Oh, okay.
Hospital.
But they took my
They
brother to
psych, but they
detox
still
and
see
they are
geriatric
outpatient.
patients.
But what will happen in this case is that the hospital will have to keep that patient until they die. Technically, they cannot send the patient away somewhere to die because the patient is still has a pulse and has a life, and the code of ethics prevent them.
That's right.
Is it under their
But the
care?
thing is, if they met their max and they still need
Medical care.
medical care,
They'll give it to them.
They'll give it to them. Yeah. They'll just, so let me give you, she's saying it correctly. Let me give you an example. if a patient maxed out at Methodist, and I love Methodist. Again, if you need me to do a commercial, let me know. I do. I love Methodist. Huh?
The most expensive hospital in Texas.
Yes, I love Methodist. They spoil me. That's why I love them.
So much. You're paying so much.
But I pay for the spoiling. I like it. I love it.
You pay that suite. When you go, you stay in the suite.
It's not exactly a suite, but I get a room by myself.
Until when? That's all.
In the Woodlands.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't know. I hear TMC is some gorgeous. The med center. I hear about that.
The food is got to die.
I know. That's why I tell my husband, I don't care what you do, take me to Methodist. That yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Being partial. But anyway, so if a person maxed out their care at Methodist, okay. Now, Memorial Hermann, they take some charity, but not a lot. They do take Medicaid, they do take some Medicaid. But now, if the Medicaid is too much, the dumping is what she say, we got to refer them to the next place, which is Bentab or LBJ.
After stabilization.
After stabilization. Come on, Miss Compliance. Girl! I'm telling you, I'm going to bring you, girl, get ready. Boom, I'm going to yank you. Boom. But do you understand exactly what I mean? I mean, you own it. But do you understand exactly what I mean? Woo, shut up. That took a joke with me for a minute. Yeah. So you understand what I mean? Okay. Yeah. What time is it, y'all? 8:57. Okay, can I do POS and that's a wrap? And then we go home, or y'all tired? Y'all want to pick up? Can y'all give me about 10 more minutes? Just give me. I know you sleepy pumpkin pie. Okay. All right. Let's do a portion. Okay. Yeah. Get this. Okay. Exclusive provider organization. Okay. I'll say both of those in short, and then we can elaborate later. How about that?
Don't interrupt her, y'all. Let her go straight to her.
Okay.
Why you calling that? I ain't gonna be left off. So shoot, I'm going.
That's all right. We gonna make sure, baby. We gonna make sure.
We got to stay here 30 more minutes. We stay here 30 more minutes.
Kim, remember she said let go. Let it go.
Marinade. No, we love you, and I love you asking. Keep asking, okay? But let me wrap up this for the last little bit. Hold on.
And POS stands for
Point of service. I have point of service. I have the most expensive thing that my husband has on their come. Yeah, I want it. And I'm worth it. You gonna give it to me. That's right. Make that man earn me. You didn't get nothing out for me for free, baby. You gonna earn this. You gonna pay for this. That's right, but ain't nothing free. This milk is not free. You buy this. Then you sample it and say you like it. Of course, he loved it. 19 years later. All right, so. All right. I know I'm a mess. I scare my husband sometimes. Okay, point of service plan. Point of service plan has the best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. Okay? They have the HMO and they have the PPO. Now, with HMO, as a formality, you always pay a copay. With PPO, you're always going to pay a coinsurance. Okay, there's a difference. Copay is straight dollars. Coinsurance is percentage of dollars. Does everybody understand that? HMO is never coinsurance. Never, ever, ever. Does everybody understand that?
Not for a special company or nothing.
No, ma'am. We're gonna stick with formality. Okay. Now, you have this And then also they also have deductibles, and they have co-insurances. I'm just gonna put 90/10. And then you have your out of pocket, and again your lifetime max. Now the lifetime max is for the whole entire point of service. It's not just for the part of the HMO. It's not just for the part of the PPO. It's for the whole package. Does everybody understand that? Okay. All right. The EPO. Let me explain what EPO is. Exclusive provider organization. Okay. Exclusive provider organization. Now, let's suppose that they're using a PPO policy. Okay. Now, with the PPO policy, and I'm going to explain, they have to use Ch.3 Clinic.
I love them.
Mm-hmm. St. Luke's. I used to work for them. I worked for them for 5 years.
I had two of my kids there.
They good.
I love the fruit tray that comes around now.
You funny girl. You are funny. Okay, so St. Luke's Episcopal Hospital. They have to use. Is it LabCorp or Quest?
Oh, for lab?
Yeah.
It's Quest and LabCorp.
Okay, so let's suppose that they made a deal in LabCorp. Okay. All right. So exclusive provider organization. I'm gonna give you, when I worked at Kelsey as a financial reviewer, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean. Okay. Now, when I used to deal with the insurances for EPOs, we had an account which was Randall's. Anybody know about Randall's grocery store? Tom Thumb grocery store. They got Tom Thumb in Dallas, and they got Randall's down here. They got Safeway and other places. Yes, they slowly but surely they are. They are. So Randall's will have an EPO plan, and that EPO plan can have an underwriter. An underwriter is one that will write the supported documents and funding of how the insurance is going to get paid. Okay, they have an underwriter. So say like this is Cigna. Cigna is the underwriter for this EPO, right? And they're going to use the face of Cigna for PPO. Now, they're not going to use Cigna's money. They're going to use Randall's money. Randall's checkbook is going to be given over to Cigna. Does that make sense? So yeah, I can see that. Randall's checkbook is going to be given over to Cigna. They're gonna give them a separate bank account for, let's see, if it's 500 employees, they're estimating their package to be, okay, what's needed to maybe cover for everything. $200 million in that checkbook. Okay, they're using the face of Cigna because they're saying everybody has Cigna, but we're going to use Cigna PPO because that's the face of Cigna. We're going to use their policy, but normally when a company subscribes to an insurance company, they're subscribing into the insurance pot. Okay, we normally pay into the pot. Okay, that's another whole conversation. But instead, they're not paying into the pot. Randall's is saying, I'm not going to pay into the pot. I'm going to give you a fixed amount for everybody, and it better fit this budget. So $200 million. So with that package deal, they're going to say, Cigna's going to say, okay, well, we can write it up like this. And in order to wisely use up your $200 million, we need to get everybody to soulfully use Ch.3. We need folks to soulfully use St. Luke's Episcopal Hospital. We need folks to soulfully use LabCorp because they have a budget amount that's already set. and it's within the $200 million. So do you understand that? It's exclusive providers. Exclusive providers are already chosen for you. You can't go out this, because if you go out, you won't get seen. You won't have no coverage. That's what EPO is.
So really, it's like not real insurance.
It's real insurance.
It's for the employee you work for. So do you get a COBRA plan if you get fired after that?
Yeah, you still do. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's real insurance. It's just you're locked in to see nothing but Kelsey doctors. If I like this doctor over here, but he's a Baylor doctor, I can't go see him because he's not part of the plan. He's not a Kelsey doctor. He's a Baylor doctor. My job has told me this is what I better go see. In other words, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in a way, it's kind of like the HMO.
Yes.
But it's
Yes.
just governed by
Yes.
your employer.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. You got it. Absolutely.
That was one I didn't have.
Yes, ma'am. I used to get them at Kelsey all the time. Nothing but that. And we had some Halliburton, some MW Kellogg that were set up like that. You know, they give them a checkbook. They give them an account. You better make it work. That's all you need to do. Make Cigna, you better make it work. And somebody is over that account to make sure all the auxiliaries are set up. We'll talk about the next time how when you offer an insurance package, because again, part of your responsibility is to help educate these patients. They need to understand when you say COBRA, your company is paying 70%. So this is 30%. Your company is paying 70%. So you can only imagine what 70% out of this is. It may be like, I don't know, I'm just saying, maybe $750 on their part. So for every month that they paying for benefits for you, you paying your part. So they can't let you have it for free. You got to pay something. Does that make sense? And that's why when you get COBRA, you're like, oh, I'm going to still pay the $150. No, you're not. You're going to pay that $1,050. Well, how did that happen? Because we were paying 70% per month on you every time we sent out a bill. Does everybody understand that? Okay, super fantastic. Okay, so do y'all want to go ahead and take a picture and then we just wrap it up from there? I got to still upload the video from Tuesday night, but I got to edit, so I'm still trying to catch up and edit, and then I'll upload it. So just give me the weekend. It's on the 17th, and that's a Thursday. Yeah, so it's number lecture notes. That's it. Number lecture notes. And I'm gonna show you what that is. Okay, so y'all are free to go if you like. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, let me turn this off. Let me turn this off.